Hello, and welcome back to another video on my channel. I'm a little bit late, but today we are doing an entire collection flip through. Ooh, my binders want to slide. I do currently have 10 binders. 5 are your normal A4 binders, 3 of which are for stray kids, and then I do have 3 normal A5 size binders and 2 A5 wide binders. And I am super excited to make this video. I'm super excited to make this video because my collection this year has changed so much. I've kind of refined how I collect, what I collect, who I collect, and I've kind of re-fallen in love with collecting over this last year. My collections look very different from my 6-month update, so I'm super excited to be able to show everybody and show off my collection. I really like showing off my collection. It's why I make these videos. So without further ado, I don't have a whole lot of time, so we are gonna get right into it. I'm gonna start with these first few A5 binders because they're the emptiest, and then work my way up from there. So let's start with the black one. Okay, so this is the first binder we are going to start out with today. This is a knockoff Beyond D binder. I got it on the shop MochiThings. You can see who it is through it, but I moved my Monsta X collection into this binder, and I love the way it looks. I collect 2 members of Monsta X. I collect Shonu and Changkyun, just for Fatal Love Forward, although I am thinking about back collecting for Fantasia and Follow for Shonu backwards, but this is what I have so far. One of a Kind was the last era with Shonu, so then I just collected Changkyun moving forward. I was collecting Kihyun and Juhan as well, which is why their unit is the one I added here, but I decided to downsize this collection this year and just focus on my main bias. Shonu comes back this year, and I am over the moon about it. Like, I am so excited. So excited. And then back here, I do have the Dreaming PCs, just as an extra little page in the back. Their comeback is today. I haven't listened to it yet. I know I'm an awful moon baby, but I have, or mom baby. I said that really weird. But I will listen to it today. I have plenty of time. I'm finally off work for once. But yeah, that is my little Monsta X collection. There's still plenty of room to grow in this binder, and I'm super excited to see what happens moving forward. And I cannot wait to start collecting 2 members again. And I'm sure Changkyun will have a solo album this year, and I'm very excited and very thankful to have my collection be as far as it is. But yeah, let's move on to the next one. Okay, so we are going to do this binder next. This is also a knockoff Beyond D binder. It is the same size as the normal Beyond D binders. It just doesn't have the writing on it. I do use Amifa sleeves that I order from Akari Japan, in case you were curious. But this binder holds Xdinary Heroes and a group that has never been seen before on my channel. I am going to be collecting nwjns. They are in here as well. But yeah, most of these cards are on the way, so this binder is very empty. But for Xdinary Heroes, I do collect Ode and Gawan. So I literally just have the tin case PCs in here. I'm in a couple group orders for a lot of this other stuff, but this is all just fillers. I do have a good chunk of it on the way to me though. And then nwjns is behind there. I do have her Hyen's version of, I'm sure you can hear my child in the background, and I'm so sorry. But I do have Hyen's version of the nwjns, like the blue book. And then I do have the rest of the nwjns PCs on the way, including the Weverse album. I just stuck the little photo card, what the photo cards came in here as like a filler. And then I do have, I don't have OMG secured yet, but that will go here. And then I did get her 10 cards for the 2022 or 2023 season's greetings, and those will go back here as well. So this collection, I'm super excited. I listen to nwjns more than literally any other group at the moment. They're not my alt girl group. My alt girl group is going to be in like a couple binders from now, but I'm super excited. I can't wait to see how these two collections grow. So for right now, because they're not very big, they do share this binder. I do have another A5 binder that if either of these collections become too big, I can split it into its own binder. But yeah, that is it for Xdinary Heroes and nwjns. Now we can move on to the next one. Okay, so this is my last normal A5 binder. This is another B&D binder. I know that keeping the strap on can bend your photo cards, by the way, but I have not personally had an issue with it because my binders aren't that full. The fuller they get, I will start taking the strap off, but for right now, I store them on my desk, so it's easier to keep the strap on, just so we all know. But this binder does house my two, like, groups that I only collect one member for, other than Hyun from nwjns. I do collect Yoshi from Treasure. He is an alt of mine, but I don't collect very much for him. I love him so much. I obsess over him often, but yeah, he lives in this binder. So this, I made this little cover. I make covers for all my A5 binders. Okay, that should be a little better for the glare, but I do only collect Yoshi for Treasure. I was collecting Machiho and Yedam as well because they are my second biases, but it just, yeah, didn't continue. So that was their first album, and this is their second mini album, their third, and then Treasure Effect, Second Step Chapter 1, and then all I have for the Second Step Chapter 2 are these four, and then this group PC that I will move eventually. I do have more cards on the way, so I'll be actually setting up for this very soon. Yoshi does share a binder with Vernon. He is the other like solo member that I collect from a group. But yeah, this is a pretty empty collection still. I love Vernon. Vernon has been my bias in 17 since I've known 17 existed. I have only become a carrot within the last couple months, which is why this collection is pretty small. But I am having fun collecting it so far, and I can't wait to see how it's gonna grow in 2023. But yeah, that was it for my Vernon collection. And that ends it for this little binder as well. So this was my last normal A5, and we can move on to my B&D wide binders. So we can start with this B&D binder. This houses two groups. It was a little full. Xdinary Heroes was originally in here as well, but my Epex collection is very quickly growing, so I needed it to just be two because not very many more Epex comebacks are going to fit in here with another group. And then I'll have to figure out what to do with the other group. But for right now, this is my Epex collection. I do collect 3 members, but Jeff is my bias. This is an official postcard. It is from their first fan club kit. I don't own the fan club kit, but I do own Jeff's cards. I don't even know if I put them away. I think I did, but yeah, so this is my front page. And then we get into their debut album. I collect Eamon, Mew, and Jeff. And then this is their second mini album. Their cards are just so pretty. Okay, this starts their third mini album, which I'm still missing a Mew card for. I really want one more unit for that as well. And then this was their most recent comeback, Puppy Love. And I do have all of, most of Eamon's cards secured, but I am also missing this one Mew card. And then I do collect, oh, this is a Pob set as well, but I wanted to fill out before the next era. And then for Pobs, I do try to collect as many Jeff Pobs just as I feel like during an era. I did end up with an Eamon Pob because I thought it was the album card and it was not. So I could not tell you where these are from. It just is never going to happen. But I pick some of my favorites, I get them, and that is what I end with. I don't currently have any except for the one that I collected my top 3 for this era, so I'd like to get a couple. And then these are his 2 fan club kit photo cards I just stuck in here with the Pobs. But yeah, so the second group in here is TXT. I do collect Youngjoon and Hyuningkai. My bias is Yeonjun. I do have a couple cards to put away in my next Drawing Photo Cards video, so I'm super excited about that. And they are having a comeback. Teaser photos came out, and Yeonjun isn't wearing a shirt. Like, excuse me, sir. Put some clothes on. I can't handle it. I do try to collect like an OT5 set of some sort every era. I started standing TXT during Chapter Freeze, and so I've been collecting one OT5 set since then. So I did the OS cards here. I'm still missing Bumgyu, but I'm doing the OS cards for Fighter Escape. And then I did the Target cards for Thursday's Child. And I'll probably do the Target cards again for, what's this called? Temptation. And this is my setup for Temptation. And then I'll probably do OT5 for Target cards. Because I always buy a million TXT albums because Yeonjun is really hard to pull. Alright, but yeah, that was my first A5 wide binder. I do like having both of these groups in an A5 wide binder just because, one, Epex is still, they're not a rookie group anymore, but they're still a young group and they don't have a lot of cards. And I collect 3 members, so having 3 slots is just nice to have. And then I just like the way TXT looks in an A5 wide binder. I keep taking them out and putting them back into here, and I just think I'm going to leave them in here from now on. But I do have one more A5 size binder to go through really quick, and then we will move on to my A4 binders. Okay, so this is my final A5 wide binder. Itzy was originally in a normal A5, like literally just recently. I did this like 2 days ago, but it didn't fit anymore. So I had to move Itzy from a smaller binder to the A5 wide, and I'm actually really happy with the way that it looks. I'm sure you can hear my kid in the background and you're like, what the heck is going on? He's beating up his toys currently. But I just took the binder cover that I made for the normal binder and I glued it and taped it in here with some pretty tape, and that's how it's gonna stay. So yeah. So I do collect Leah and Rujin. Rujin is my bias, but Leah is a close second bias wrecker for me. So yeah. So I do it in age order, and I do double side my Itzy collection. So, and I hand cut down, I collect all of that unit cards if I can. I'm trying to back collect them all. We'll see if that happens. But I do hand cut my dragonshield sleeves. I have pink ones that I've been using for my Itzy collection for a long time, but I wanted to keep using them once I moved them to here, so I just hand cut them so I don't waste sleeves. I do try to collect large inclusions as well for Itzy. They're the only group other than Stray Kids I try to do that for, so. I do have Ryujin's equivalent to this on the way. And I have Ryujin's, oh, it's already in here. I was like, at one point I had it on the way, but I did put it in here. And then this is where Cheshire will go. I recently did secure all of their normal and limited photo cards. I just need to get their special edition still. I did pull the neon photo cards, and then this is a Barnes & Noble exclusive. I believe I'm still looking for Ryujin's, so if you have it and you'd like to sell it or maybe trade it to me for something, I have a bajillion groups that I'm trading. They're just not all posted right now. DM me, let me know. I will post my Instagram handle right here. But yeah, that is my Itzy collection. I'm super, super proud of my Itzy collection because I went from wanting to drop it to like having a ton of fun collecting Itzy as of recently. So I'm glad that I didn't drop my Itzy collection this year and I just took a step back. And I recommend people do that. Like, if you're feeling overwhelmed in photo card collecting, like especially by maybe your alts, like just take a step back and breathe and then come back to it and see how you feel. I did that with Itzy and I am so glad that I did, and I'm going to continue to act that way throughout 2023 as well. But that was it for A5 size binders. We do get to move on to my A4 binders, which is only 3 groups. All 3 well, Stray Kids has 3 binders, but each of my other groups does have their own binder. So let me go grab the first one. Okay, so this is my Enhypen binder. Now that they're not sharing a binder with anybody, I'll be able to make a binder cover and feel less weird about it. So I'll be doing that very soon. But I do collect both Heesung and Nikki fully for Korean album cards, and I collect Nikki for Japanese cards. So I have an almost complete collection for Enhypen. So this is Border Day 1, Border Carnival. I do have this card on the way, finally. This is Dimension Dilemma. And then I have their first Japanese album. I did collect both Heesung and Nikki here, so it was pretty easy. They only had 4 cards each, so I just put them on one page together. This is Dimension Answer. This is the Target card in the middle. This is their second Japanese mini album. I did pull this Heesung, so I kept it and put it in the middle. And then I don't think I have these on the way yet. I might. I have to look. I don't know. But I do, moving forward from the first album, first Japanese album, just collect Nikki for Japanese photo cards. And then this is their most recent Korean comeback. I feel, oh, Manifesto Day 1, but we all know that. I feel a Enhypen comeback in my bones. Like, after TXT is done promoting theirs, there's an Enhypen comeback coming. I feel it. And then this is where their first Japanese album will go. I'm not collecting everything for Nikki. I'm just doing this pattern. Again, I pulled Heesung, so he lives there. I have 3, I believe, 3 or 4 of Nikki's cards, like, purchased, but they're not here yet. So this is what this looks like for now. These are just some Nikki pre-order benefits, special cards. I believe these are both Weverse. I think this is UMS. This is, oh, what is this? The second Gugu package? Or no, this is the DVD. This is the, what is this? It was like from the clothing POB. This is from the first Gugu package, the second Gugu package, and then this is the Target POB, I believe, from Manifesto Day 1. And then these are the first Gugu package PCs for Heesung and Nikki. And just some group cards. But yeah, that is my entire Enhypen collection. I have been collecting them since they debuted. I did watch Island. I love Enhypen. Nikki has been my bias since Island. He is still my main bias now. Heesung has become a wrecker since they have officially debuted, and I still love him to this day. I love both of them so much, and I'm so thankful. I have had such an easy time collecting them both, except for Manifesto Day 1, but that's a whole separate thing. But I've had such an easy time collecting both of them and had so much fun collecting both of them all this time that I'm excited to see what they do in the future and how their sound changes. I think that's been the most fun part of being an engine. So, but yeah, I do have one more smaller binder, or smaller A4 binder, and then we can move on to my massive Stray Kids collection. So I'll be right back. Okay, so this is probably going to be my biggest collection other than Stray Kids. I say going to because I picked up a third member. If you've been following along with me for a minute in my Ateez collection, yeah, spoiler alert, this is Ateez, then you know that I have picked up and dropped and downsized and re-picked up members so many times because I've never been able to figure out who my bias was. Ever. But my bias is Mingi. Fun fact. My bias is Mingi, my wrecker is Yuno, and then my third bias is Wooyoung. Tied with San, but Wooyoung is cheaper. So, yeah. And I do plan on collecting all three members. The beginning of this looks very sad and empty, so just ignore that. But it is set up to properly collect Ateez, and I am very, very excited about it. I've been collecting Yuno. I will continue to collect Yuno. He was my original bias in Ateez. So you will notice I have more Yuno cards than I do anybody else. I don't think I own a single Wooyoung card. They're just on the way to me still. So there is a lot of empty pages. But either way, I think that this is going to look really, really pretty once it's filled out. And I'm very, very excited. I am in a group order for their most recent album, and I did buy four copies of the Witness version of their most recent album. I pulled this Mingi. He's so cute. And yeah, I'm going to do the 2A and then the Fave version, and then the 2Z and the Z Fave, and then I'm going to do both QR cards and then the USA press. But yeah, and then these are just some pobs that I have, like all Yuno, because like I said, he was my original bias. But I have Fever Part 1, Fever Part 2. These are all Fever Part 3. Well, these two are Epilogue, I believe. This is all Epilogue. These are the Sub-K-Shop, Fever Part 2 Sub-K-Shop collab. I did keep Yuno, San, and Wooyoung because San would be tied with my third bias. And Mingi wasn't there, so I kept my top three. And then this is the second Sub-K-Shop collab. I have Mingi and Yuno on one page, and then I have San and Woo on the other side. This is the like special summer album that they did with KJK. So I have Mingi and I have Yuno, and then I have their like units with him. And then these are the Ode to Youth photo book cards. I do have that photo book. I got it for my birthday, and the cards are too beautiful for me to like ever get rid of, so I just am keeping all of them. So this is my one OT8 set I'm allowing myself to keep, because look at them. Look at this Wooyoung. Look at these two. The most beautiful. The absolute most beautiful. But yeah, that is my whole Ateez collection. Like I said, it's very empty right now, which is totally fine. I have no problem with that, because I have Wooyoung cards secured and Mingi cards secured, and I have a ton of stuff to put up for trade, and just because I'm okay with it being kind of empty right now. But either way, we are going to move on to my big binders now, like the big boys. I have to go grab the heaviest binder I own. So give me 30 seconds. I'll be right back. Okay, so ignore the fact that you can see like my paper holder over here, but this binder is so big that I had to zoom out. So this is my biggest Stray Kids binder. I am an OT8 collector. Stray Kids are my alt group. Changbin is my alt bias, the love of my life. And I collect like everything under the sun for Stray Kids, pretty much. This is a 4-inch binder, and this holds Maxident, or sorry, not Maxident, mixtape all the way to through Oddinary. So their entire, basically almost their whole discography. And like I said, I am an OT8 collector. So I'm hoping the glare isn't like too bad. We're gonna look. Let's look. Is that any better? That's a little better, right? Right? Okay, so we start with mixtape. I do have Changbin's postcard. I would like to collect OT8 for the postcards, but every time I find them, my order gets canceled, so that's fun. And I am just missing Hyunjin and Felix for the first set. And then I do have Chans. I have Chans to put away in my next storing photocards video. I'm so excited, but I am missing the other 3. Let me move on to I Am Not. This is Changbin's Taiwanese I Am Not. It's like the I Am Not blah 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 blah. I can't talk right now. The I Am Not Taiwanese press photo card. And then I have 1 unit. I will work on the units at some point, but it's just not a priority right now. So the one I do have is on the back. The baby photo cards. And then I Am Who. I have the yellow border. I don't collect these, but I have one, so I put it in the middle as like a filler. And then the white border, I do have my top 3 biases. And the black border, I have Changbin, Mino, and Jongin. And then I do have the full making set. I do have 1 of the postcard sets. And the stickers. And then we move on to IMU. I have these 3. And these 4. And these 4. If you know anything about Stray Kids, you know that I Am Who and I Am You are like the most terrifying eras to collect. So I'm trying to just not feel pressured and take my time. And also, I didn't say this earlier, but I do use different sleeves in my Stray Kids binders than I do in any of my other binders. These are the card guard sleeves. In all of my other binders, I do use Ultra Pro, but here I use the card guard. They're a little bit thinner, but they're not like flimsy and they don't crease. I like them a lot. So I do have all 8 of the Polaroids. This has been my recent like project. I've been working on trying to find the IMU units. So slowly but surely I'm collecting all of these. I do have 1 of the postcard sets. And then I have a couple of the other set. And then this is Changbin's Taiwanese press Polaroid. I'm still missing the actual photo card though. Then we move on to Miro. This is his limited sticker, and then this is a broadcast print that I own, so it just lives here. It isn't a top loader. Yeah. And then we move on to Yellowwood. This is his limited Yellowwood postcard. Again, I would like to collect OT8 of all the postcards that are available, but lower priority than the photo cards. These are like the message cards. I have my top 3 plus Han. Again, a low priority, but would love to have them all. Levanter has been my biggest project so far. I do have my top 3 for the lenticulars, and then I made these little fillers. I hopefully in the first couple months of 2023 will be completely finished with Levanter, and then I will move on to Yellowwood to back collect. Yeah, but then we move on to Go Live. I am missing Chan's limited still, but I do have Jongin and Changbin. I do have 4 of the 8 Polaroids. Again, would love to have them all. The film strips. And then for In Life has been hard to collect for some reason. I do have my top 3 finished at least, but In Life is difficult. There's not even very many cards for it. These are the Changbin Pobs I have currently. I do have one on the way. My friend Lex bought me one for my birthday, and I'm so excited. He's gonna live right there. But yeah, these are the 4 that I currently have. And then the postcards. And for the like door frame cards, I have Sungmin and Changbin. We move on to No Easy. I'm only collecting my top 3 for the jewel cases. I am attempting to collect OT8 for the With Drama set. I feel like I recently bought one, maybe Sungmin's, but I can't remember for sure. I do have Changbin's photocard size Pareto benefits completely done for No Easy. And then the pre-order like photos I did put in 4 pocket sleeves. A lot of people cut them, but I couldn't get myself to do it. So there's that. And then I did put the folded pamphlets in here. I don't have all of the pop-up cards, but that is okay. I have most of them. For Christmas Evil, again, this is another one I'm having a hard time collecting. Not a huge deal, but I am only missing 2 of the Christmas Evil lucky draws, and then I will have these completed. All of Changbin's Pobs. Then we move on to Oddinary. This is the Yes 24 mini poster, and then this is the lucky draw Polaroid film strip. I am collecting Soundwave for OT8, but it's going very slow. I think I just bought Felix's, if I'm not mistaken. I just see them when I buy them when I see them for a decent price. And then all of Changbin's Pobs. This is the only Pob I'm still missing. I have a Felix signed postcard and a Sungmin signed postcard. If anyone is selling a Changbin signed postcard for a decent price, please let me know, because there's a spot for him. I just don't have it. But then we have the limited pop-up card, and then all of the postcards. And yeah, that is it for this massive Stray Kids binder. it takes a million years to close. I take a lot of pride in my Stray Kids collection. I love collecting them, and I love them so much. So I will not slow down on collecting Stray Kids. I love collecting them. And I cannot wait to see what they do in 2023. This is not the first time I said this. I did say this in my last video where I unboxed their fan club kit, and I just love them. And I'm so excited for new music. We're supposed to be getting 2 albums and a season song this year, apparently. So I'm very excited for all of that. But yeah, that was this binder. I still have 2 more Stray Kids binders. Let me go grab the second one. Okay, so this has an Oddinary cover, but this is currently just Maxident in here. After I condensed the previous binder into one binder, this binder turned into Maxident only, and it will be the next couple eras until I need to get another 4-inch binder. I don't know why there's just like a stack of sleeves in here. Let's move those. Okay, but this is Maxident. I am not done. I know, I've been so slow, but Christmas was here, and I don't like sending stamped mail during the holidays, so I'm almost done, but not quite done, you know. And then I did get part of my group order in, so I did put them away off camera. I know it would have been like way better to put them in on camera. After this video, I plan on taking them out and putting them in my storing photo cards video so I can kind of explain it a little bit better. But I really wanted them in for this video so I could kind of show what I was doing. I have made the possibly dumb decision to fully collect my top 3 in Stray Kids for pre-order benefits for Maxident era. Was it dumb? Maybe, but here we are. Yeah, and I kind of just tried to match outfits the best I could, but I think it's gonna look so good. And then this says Soundwave Offline, but I actually have 2 broadcast cards that I bought because I love Changbin with my whole soul. So yeah, and I do have the Changbin signed photo card up here in a little heart hollow sleeve. I don't know if you can tell, but super cute. These are the unit like folded postcards from the case version. I don't have any of the like limited ones from the actual Korean press of the album. I would like to have all of them, but I don't. So yeah, there's that. And then this is the film strip from the Korean press. I did buy this for like $2 off somebody. This is Changbin's Lucky Draw print, and then his Lucky Draw Polaroid, and the postcards. I don't know why this is falling down. I usually don't have that problem. I am missing Felix and Han. But yeah, that is it for this binder. Much shorter than the other binder because there's only one comeback in it. By this time next year, I feel like this is also going to be full. So we will see. We will see. Last but not least, I do have my non-album Stray Kids binder. So let me go grab that. So this is my Stray Kids non-album binder. I did make this cover out of freebies from the Maniac tour in Chicago, and then this is the little like fan banner. I did just put it on a piece of paper, and now we have this, and I love it. I'm obsessed with this cover so much. You have no idea. So yeah, it starts out with my Japanese stuff. I don't know how long my Japanese stuff is going to stay in here. There is no room left in this binder at all. It is to the very tip top. and I don't know what to do about it. So this is what I have for Japanese stuff. Older Japanese stuff, I'm only collecting Changbin, but Scars Forward, I collect Changbin and Jongin. I collected 8 of the units. Circus. Okay, and then next we get into the collab stuff. This is Pacific. And then Pacific continues up here. And then this is Mahagrid. I do have round 3 secured. I still don't have round 1. This is the Furyu, all the units. 4 cut for Pacific. This is Cleo. And this is a Pacific ticket for Season's Greetings. I will back collect this set at some point. The 2021. These are the postcards I have. I have my top 3 plus Han. And then for the 2022, I did purchase this myself, so I have all of the inclusions. And then this is for, oh, I do have 2 of Changbin's Polaroids. They're just on the back. Eventually, I'd like to get them all, and then they'll go in a 10 pocket page, but for right now, that's where they live. These are for 2023, which I do have secured. They're just not here yet. And then fan club stuff. I am back collecting the fan club kits. I'm only missing Sungmin for this set. Eventually. This is the 2nd gen fan club kit. I don't have all the postcards because I gave Felix and Hyunjin to my friend Lex. And then the clear cards. And then this is from the District 9 Unlock Blu-ray, maybe? And then photo books. I really want to collect the Stay in London set, so I have Changbin and Hyunjin so far. I have 1 Stay in Playground PC. This is like a work in progress, so ignore how empty it is. And then I do have all of the postcards, because I own the Stay in London photo book, or Stay in Playground photo book. So I have all of this stuff. This is an extra Changbin. And then we have the DeFesta stuff, which I put all of this away in my last sorting photo cards video. This is a random magazine photo card that just chills on the last page. And then we get into like concert merch, just random merch pre-order stuff. I have some older postcards, Polaroids, more older stuff like District 9 or High Stay. This is the District 9 Unlock. I have the sticker. What is happening? Oh, this is folded. I was so confused. This is the SK Zoo. I plan on getting 1 of 5 other members for the bottom row. SKZ X, what I have so far. Tickets, what I have so far. And then Chocolate Factory. This is when I really started focusing on merch and stuff. And then the Maniac Tour merch. The Victory merch. This is Binder PC. And then the Pink Maniac merch, like the Unveil tickets. And then these are the Japan Scars, like Polaroid things. And then at the end, I just have a Jongin Pacific 4-cut photo because it's cute. But yeah, that is it. That is it for my entire photo card collection. Thank you so much for watching. If you watched all the way to the end, I hope you have a fantastic 2023. I hope the first like week and a half has been kind to you. I hope that the rest of 2023 is kind to you. I hope it is kind to me. I hope we all have a fantastic time collecting and that all of our faves do just the absolute most this year without draining our bank accounts. That being said, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!